We have a great matchup this weekend as the Allianz Arena welcomes back 75,000 fans for the first time in a very, very long time. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Talking Bayern, the one-stop shop for Bayern Munich content on YouTube. I am very excited to be doing this match preview between Bayern Munich and Hoffenheim on match day 9. Bayern are coming into this game with a 6-1-1 record, coming off a very good win against Leverkusen. We beat them 5-1 last weekend. Obviously, that was a statement win with very, very high-octane offense, and we're looking really, really good. We couldn't have recovered from that Frankfurt loss any better, to be honest. Hoffenheim are going into this match with a 3-2-3 record, so they're 9th in the table. Pretty respectable, pretty good start for Hoffenheim considering their team, and they're coming off a wild 5-0 win over Köln last week. Hoffenheim's offense is firing this season. They have 17 goals. This is the fourth most out of any team in the Bundesliga, and you wouldn't really expect that from Hoffenheim, so we kind of have to watch out for that offense in this game. So Hoffenheim are a pretty respectable opponent, but still we are facing some injury issues, so that will definitely have an impact on the game this weekend. My expected lineup for Bayern on Saturday is going to be Manuel Neuer in net. I'm going to go with a 4-back with Lucas Hernandez, Upamecano, Sewell, and Pavard. In the midfield, I'm going to expect Kimmich, Muller, and Sabitzer. Of course, Goretzka is still out with a cold, so he will not be in this game this weekend. Up top, I'm going to go with Sané, Lewandowski, and Gnabry. I really want to see Musiala starting more games, but I'm not going to predict that because I don't think he's going to be starting as many games, just especially with Koeman coming back. I know he played decent in the last game as well. A lot of people thought he was our man of the match. But still, definitely a solid performance from Koeman. So it's not often you see strong performance like that after missing so many games. I know that operation he went under, so good to see him back in form. As for our opponents, I do expect Bowman in net for them. At the back, I do expect a 5-back with David Raum, German international. Of course, Chris Richards, our player on loan. Kevin Vogt, Posch, and Akpoguma. Hopefully I pronounced those right. In the midfield, I expect Sam Masuko, Geiger, and Grealish. And up top, of course, Bebu and Kramaric. So just some insights and stats off this matchup. So Hoffenheim have lost 17 Bundesliga games against FC Bayern, which obviously more than any other team. So we do seem to get the best out of them, especially and historically. So Hoffenheim averages fewer points and has a lower win rate and a higher losing rate and concedes an average more goals against Bayern than any other team in the Bundesliga. So actually, funny enough, Hoffenheim failed to win the first 17 Bundesliga matches with Bayern. So in the first 17 times they played us, they did not win once, but have beat Bayern 4 times since 2017. So not often we lose, especially in these last few years. So no other team has won more matches in that period against Bayern. So I know Gladbach also has 4 wins against us in this period, but still, that was honestly a bit surprising. I didn't, realize Hoffenheim had won so much against us in the recent years. I've been watching the games, obviously, but I guess they just snuck up on us. 4 wins, I didn't really realize that. Kind of crazy since Hoffenheim aren't really considered a top Bundesliga club. I know they had some good seasons in the recent years. They had that year where they came 3rd in the league. I think that was like 2017, 2016. But yeah, they're obviously a bit of a mid-table side. I didn't expect them to have that good of a record against us, but hopefully they don't beat us again this weekend. So after Bayern's 30-match unbeaten run at home at the Allianz Arena in the Bundesliga, Bayern lost their last home outing, obviously the 2-1 loss against Eintracht Frankfurt. Just for reference, the last time Bayern lost consecutive league home games was in 2001, so let's not let that happen again. Let's not lose this game this weekend. I don't want to, lose 2 in a row at home, especially after 30 unbeaten. Bayern have scored 29 goals in the first 8 games of the Bundesliga season, which is a Bundesliga record after 8 matches, and the only other team that has reached this is at Bayern themselves in 1977 season with Gerd Müller. Bayern scored each of their last 6 Bundesliga goals in the first half. As you can see, that game against Leverkusen, we didn't score in the second half. And then obviously before that, we scored in Frankfurt in the first half. So, it's 2 games now where we haven't scored in the second half. So we have 16 goals before the break. We also need to improve in the second half and not let off the gas. I do think this is a result of the lack of rotation. I've been saying this for a while now. I don't want to criticize Nagelsmann because he's done so well with this team, but it does seem like we are stepping off the gas or just not playing as well in the second half. I think maybe our offense is the one that needs to be rotated the most, though. But to be fair, I do think that our defense is the ones making the mistakes in the second half. Obviously, I think Upamecano has been definitely showing some signs of weakness in the second half. He's had some terrific games. He's one of those players I have seen drop off a bit in the second half, so it's something we have to look out for. Hopefully, we get some players back. I know Davies is still out, but hopefully Hernandez does not go to prison because we really need him this season. Hoffenheim have scored 17 league goals this year, with 12 of those coming in the second half, so we need to be careful from a late strike, a late offensive push from Hoffenheim. As I said, we take off the foot off the gas a bit in the second half, so we do need to be careful of that. Of course, Nagelsmann has tested positive for COVID-19, so he will be out for this one, but I'm sure he will be, calling in, making sure, our assistants and other staff are making the changes that he wants. I know he was calling in substitutes from last game. My players to watch for this matchup will be Thomas Muller from Bayern. I have not given him yet as a player to watch, and obviously he's always going to be menace on offense, distributing the ball and scoring goals. So I do think he will be providing some great offensive production this game. I wouldn't be surprised to see him, with 1 or 2 assists, and I'm sure Thomas Muller this game, as he always is, a vital cog of the offense for this team. As for our opponent's player to watch, I do think the player to watch for Hoffenheim will be Kramaric. I mean, he has been one of the elite scorers in the Bundesliga for the past few years. Bebu got a brace last game, so another player to watch, but Kramaric has to take the cake. He is, the strongest player on Hoffenheim and somebody we're going to watch out for. As for my prediction, I expect a 4-1 win from Bayern. I do expect another strong performance from Lewandowski and Sané. I could also see Kramaric scoring one. As I said, he's very strong, so I could see him scoring a goal, or even Bebu. But I do think we're going to come away with this one, especially at home. We're not going to want to lose again at home, so I do think this will be a strong win for us, and I can see us winning by maybe 3 goals. So 4-1 seems pretty accurate in my mind. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you're all excited to see 75,000 fans back at the Allianz Arena. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more Bayern Munich content like this in the future, make sure to subscribe. We're almost 100 subs, so really excited about that. Some incredible support from the fans so far. I really appreciate all the subscribes, all the likes, and the comments. Hope to see you on the next one. Until then, Mia Samia.